Alright, so we said it before. God don't like ugly. God does not like ugly. Listen, Kevin Hunter, Wendy Williams' ex-husband, he continues to take the L's. And here is another L. A lot of people are saying this is karma. Some people are calling him Mr. Fumble the Bag. He fumbled the bag. Big time. How you leave a multi-millionaire woman who truly loved you and gave you baby to go with someone else who cannot even help you financially. Now y'all over there just in love and struggling together. Even the love is struggling to the point where the love is being strangled. I don't even think that relationship's gonna last. But it's after he loses that relationship that he's going to realize what he had and he should have kept it in place. Anyhow, shout out to the son. Wendy Williams, divorce judge, has shut down her ex Kevin Hunter's demand for the host, Wendy Williams, to continue making alimony payments. Now, the last time we covered this story, y'all know Kevin was on the hunt for his money. So Wendy has been going through some health issues. You know, her money's got frozen. She's fighting with financial institutions to release her money or put her in charge of her own monies, which is crazy in itself, by itself. But, you know, they were saying that Wendy was hallucinating and Wendy wasn't in her right mind and they don't want her to be taken advantage of. So they're protecting her millions. I just think they were trying to get into her money and get a piece of it for themselves. You know, when you get that much money, it's pretty hard for those around you to not be tempted. Anyways, one of the most tempted was Kevin Hunter. Now, give and take, Kevin was there, you know, throughout her rise to fame and superstardom and her gaining of this wealth, but it was Wendy that did the work. However, when the relationship crashed, Kevin felt like, you know, I should be compensated. I should be paid for having been with you in the first place. I said children earlier. I only know of one child that they have together, their son. Anyhow, according to court documents exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, shout out to the U.S. Sun, the judge claimed that Wendy Williams' financial guardian will not have to resume cutting his alimony checks, meaning the money is cut off. In other words, Mr. Hunter does not get another penny. He was depending on this money. As far as the last video we did covering this was supposed to finance his whole lifestyle. You know, let's go back and look a little bit. The way he was doing Wendy, when he was with Wendy and he was lying, saying he wasn't cheating, but then all these pictures, you know, the paparazzi, they don't rest. So all these embarrassing ass pictures were being shown all over. You know, it's one thing to be cheated on, but it's another thing when you are famous and you're known for blowing up people's business. And here you are, them blowing up your business and your husband out here just being community dick, just making it embarrassing for you. Everybody is catching pictures of him here, there, and everywhere. His side chick is driving your vehicle. He's taking her shopping to all the expensive places. Did y'all know, allegedly, Kevin Hunter actually even purchased a property. This came out of Wendy Williams' mouth herself. Purchased a luxury property in a luxury gated community for him and his side piece at the time, right down the street from where they lived. So Wendy said every time he was missing, she was like, where the hell is Kevin? You know what I'm saying? But she thought, okay, maybe he's cheating, but he'll go do his time with his little woman and come back home or whatever. She's going to be patient and hope this phase in her relationship and her marriage pass, because she's in it for life, right? Until she found out that a whole baby was involved. There were pictures and video clips of Kevin out here going to all the Lamaze classes, all the doctor visits. He's rubbing belly. He's setting up a nursery at this new home. He's getting ready to receive baby. That means that ain't no mistake, baby. You really sitting out here planning a whole relationship with a new woman. and embarrassing me in front of the world like this. So Wendy said, nah, I can't go no further with this. And that's when the whole thing ended. Now, the judge has since decided that Kevin ain't getting no more money and Wendy does not have to give him any more money. The judge found that Kevin's request was not emergent, and the judge orders his application to be dismissed without prejudice. The judge also denied Kevin's request for attorney fees to be paid by Wendy. Now that's bold. Not only am I going to cheat on your ass and I'm going to have a baby on the side, and then I'm going to have a luxury lifestyle with my side piece while getting paid by you who I cheated on. Matter of fact, when we go to court after I destroy this relationship, I'm going to need a good attorney so I could work out the finances so I could get some of your money, and I want you to pay for it. The goddamn nerves. So Kevin's fight for Wendy's payments is not completely over yet. However, the judge said that while they don't consider his demands for alimony payments an emergency, he can still take his case to mediation. You know how mediation goes. They sit there with their lawyers and they go through, yeah, but you deserve this, but no, but I was here from the beginning and I did this and I used to help you with that and I qualified for this. So the parties are to participate in binding it's called a binding arbitration. This is what the judge said. They're supposed to participate in a binding arbitration. The issues surrounding the severance payments and the QDRO, which is called the Qualified Domestic Relations Order, are disputed, and therefore they need to be mediated. Kevin still thinks he's owed some of that money that Wendy has now. Now, as the U.S. Sun previously exclusively revealed, Wendy's ex-husband initially told a New Jersey court that his monthly payments that were promised in his divorce suddenly stopped in February of 2022. I think that's when Wendy was at the peak of her health crisis. Kevin asks that the court order Wendy's guardians, the persons who are looking after her monies, contractually required under the MSA and severance agreement, as was exclusively reported by the Sun back then. Wendy, who was 58 years old, was placed in what's called a financial guardianship earlier this year. Now, in his filing, Kevin told the courts that my livelihood depends on this payment. My livelihood depends on this. You know, they about to turn the lights off around here. You know, I'm about to get an eviction notice around here. Quote unquote, it was reported. He said, I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to the homeowners association, and I'm behind on that bill. And if the homeowners association fees are not paid, then foreclosure will soon follow. Oh my God. Boy, you're going to have to find another way to pay them bills. Kevin said that in his pleading to the court about the home he shares with his baby mama and their love child. My car insurance hasn't been paid as a result of not receiving my monthly severance payments. You know, this sounds real punkish. I'm just saying, as a man, as a grown man, I would be embarrassed to be going after my ex-wife's money, knowing I'm the one that messed up the whole relationship and she caught me out here. And the fact that I'm still with my baby mama and my love child, which I produced while I was in my marriage, it would be embarrassing. We're going to have to, listen, she's going to have to go out and get a job. I'm going to have to go out and get a job. We're going to have to find some other way to pay these bills. Maybe we got to downsize our lifestyle and stop depending on them fat checks from Wendy. But I would just be embarrassed as a man to be writing all this. You know, they're about to turn my lights off. The homeowners association monies is not paid. It's due. And they about to start foreclosure on my house. I can't pay my bills. Your Honor, I need this money. That is embarrassing as hell. He says, I'm behind on my credit card payments because I have no money since the severance payments were suspended. Oh my God. My life has been greatly affected since the plaintiff stopped making payments under our settlement agreement. It's all about that payment, man. On top of my myriads of pressing financial matters, Kevin claimed that he was facing. He also alleged that he doesn't have health insurance. Oh gosh. The father of two claimed that he needs hip surgery now, which he can't afford without insurance, and as a result of that non-treatment, he lives with daily pain. He's hurting. Even his health is failing. You're getting up in that age where falling ain't like you was when you fell down in your 20s. You bounce back up. You in your 50s, you fall down, you hurt something. I don't know if Kevin fell down, or if it's that young baby mama that put that hip to the test and blew his hip out. Now he needs some hip surgery. He don't have no insurance. Well, if she doesn't have an income, I'm guessing she has no insurance either. So that new baby, which is his love child, has no insurance either. So now they just in love and mad and can't pay the bills and ain't got no insurance. It's not looking good. It's not a good picture that was painted. I refuse to believe that Kevin is completely flat out broke, but this is what he's calling anyways. Okay, now the father of two claims that he needs hip surgery, which he cannot afford without proper insurance, and as a result of non-payment, he lives with daily pain. Somebody said that ain't nothing but God, and that ain't nothing but karma. So Kevin, go ahead and hold on to all that, baby, because it's some of that's coming. Now, the fact that I was unable to sustain my life and pay my bills in order is extremely emergent to me. I cannot pay my bills and sustain my day-to-day living, is what Kevin said. Kevin also argued that he was never given any reason by Wendy's guardians as to why his payments has ceased or stopped in the first place. Nobody gave me an explanation, Your Honor. They just cut my money off. I'm over here living nice and shit, and suddenly the checks ain't coming in, and suddenly I'm writing checks and my checks are bouncing because ain't no money in the account no more, and I'm looking like I'm about to be homeless and all that. Now my hip gone out and I can't even do a little surgery. Your Honor, help me out. Wendy, there was some further information in here which I'm not even going to get into about Wendy's final season salary. You know what? Let's get into it. So again, shout out to the Sun for this one. But they spoke about Wendy's final season salary, okay? And it says that her final season salary, in a pushback to Kevin's demands for payments, Wendy Williams' attorneys had filed that she had not made any income from the Wendy Williams show since October of 2021, just 1 month into her long absence. She stopped getting money. So because she stopped getting money from her show, she has no new income coming in. Therefore, she can't be paying you out because she has to sustain herself. Now, on October 15th of 2021, plaintiff was informed that her contract was being suspended and that no compensation shall occur or be payable to her, Wendy Williams, for the duration of her disability and incapacity. In other words, Wendy went out sick from her Wendy Williams show, and the money stopped as soon as she went out sick, and she was notified that no further monies will be coming in for the time she was absent. So Wendy attorneys, they went to cite the divorce settlement agreement she and Kevin signed back in 2020. Wendy's attorneys continued and said that she has not received a salary from production either, and she presently has no television shows that are being aired that are paying her any kind of income, let alone an equivalent salary. In other words, they're going through the fine print. They're combing it with a fine-tooth comb or teeth comb, and they're saying, look, she can't be paying this man no fat-ass check every month. She hasn't had any checks come in since 2021, right? Wendy's absence from her show began in September at the part of her fall 2021 season where, you know, things went bad and she got hospitalized for a psychiatric evaluation. Wendy was reportedly making $10 million a year, or if you break it down, it was reported it's about $55,000 per season. I mean, per episode, sorry. So every time you saw her do a new episode, that was about $55,000 in the bank right there. But all that money dried up, and she wasn't making money like that anymore, and her health went into a crisis state. Now, as the U.S. Sun first exclusively reported, Wells Fargo froze her accounts in January of 2022 over concerns that she was of unsound mind. Y'all know that Wendy has issues going on, health issues. She spent about 2 months in Malibu, California in a rehab which treated severe alcoholism, and they were saying that, you know, it was her drinking that also mixed with her Graves' disease, which put her in a bad place. You know, alcohol has been a real struggle for her over the past several years. Some people that were closer to her, even by her own admittance of her drug use in the past. It wasn't just alcohol. There are talks of use of the white powder called cocaine mixed with alcohol, and that was Wendy's shtick, right? I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying what, you know, put one and one together. Now, Wendy's been absent from the scene for quite some time, and she ain't really been making no money like that. But she is currently getting ready to launch her comeback. I don't know if she's actually going to be coming back, since every time she's supposed to come back, she ends up looking worse than before. However, she is Wendy Williams, so don't count her out. And I really think that the way how things are going now, like in the podcast world, I think there are millions of dollars, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, that are sitting on a podcast table somewhere waiting for Wendy Williams to pick it up. If she could only just pull herself together, get her health things under control, and get to work, then she'll be able to secure that bag. But we don't know if Kevin might have his hands in that bag as well. We'll wait to see. Leave it at that. Hey, Mr. Fumble the Bag. I hope this is a lesson for everybody else who's got it good and, you know, thinking about stuff with your small head instead of your big head, because it could lead you to fumbling your whole family, fumbling the bag, and then you're out here looking sad. All right. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. And I'll catch you on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV, man. Y'all already know if the topic is hot, we're on it. I'm out. Peace.